the level of the different amps were decided in the studio pretty much and stayed this way. Because I'm sending all the guitars to a guitar group so I can EQ it collective. This part where the bass drops an octave. Before it, you're like, is there even a bass in there? There is bass in there. He can go lower. Let's try and bring in listen to those half gainy guitars and see what that sounds like. Have this beauty here.
The lower gain guitars just reduce the output on the guitars themselves, or did you actually lower the gain on the amps?
No, probably we were too lazy to do the other thing. We lowered it on the guitar because we had 4 amps going, so it would drive us crazy to run back and forth and do that. We just did it on the guitar. And you can see that on the DI signal as well. It's really low.
Oh, right.
And I'm pretty sure I used the high output to send to the C-Watt to get this. And if you listen to the guitar sound without the C-word, it's like before you hear it, I don't miss it personally. But once it's in there, it's like you miss it like crazy if you take it away. So it's you can try and play the whole mix without it. And I have this thing going mainly, I'm not even sure we have a break in this song on the guitars, but to shut off the noise in the case, if there's a break, but I don't think we have one in this song, so not really necessary. And I did a little bit of finding some frequencies I thought was annoying. Just very little things that, especially when played loud and when you listen to it for a long time, I start to feel that something is annoying me. And I can sometimes go through using a sweep like this and just find whatever is annoying me. Sometimes getting really rid of it like this, but usually that's too much, and then you have to be careful doing this. But once you find, like, let's say this frequency is sticking out and you want to get rid of it like this. But then you hear the shadow frequencies you didn't hear before, and all of a sudden those start to pick out.
Yeah, it becomes a vortex.
Yes, and then if you're not careful, you'll end up with an EQ that looks like this, and then everything really sounds horrible.
I have something that won't annoy you.
Yes.
Here, this is for you.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Angel City. Cheers.
Too much EQ is a quick way to destroy your guitars.
Yes. And that's another point I was thinking a while back, but I didn't say. But now I'm going to say it, is that whenever you, like I did with the bass, like search certain frequencies and see, okay, I want a little bit of this and that, and you make your decision, you should always try to just bypass it and see, did it really become better? And maybe even, say if we're talking about the bass, I lowered the input so that when you bypass it, it doesn't get louder or not. It's not exactly the same volume, but it's sort of so you don't get fooled by just something being louder because you raised every band on the EQ. Make sure that you're actually doing something which is making it better and not just louder. Or maybe it actually sounded better to begin with. Now it's just louder and you think it's better, but it's not. So it's important to check these things. It's a good idea to always try to bypass it and then see if, oh, yeah, maybe it doesn't sound so good after all to do this. Just because something is annoying doesn't mean that you have to get rid of it altogether. Maybe you just need to make small dips in the sound to just take the edge off. Because the sound that you initially decided was good is still in there and is maybe depending on a mix of all these things. So
this Nail the Mix makes me realize just how much effort I threw at a totally wrong direction.
This is like a live recording of an amazing band, which is the most important thing in this whole equation. This
In a great room too.
yes, but everything, and this is very important that everybody knows this, especially people who play in bands. Everything starts with the guy playing. No amount of engineering is going to make an amazing record if the guitar player or if people don't play well. These drums are really easy to mix because Thomas is an amazing drummer, and the same goes for the bass, and the same goes for the guitars. Everybody are playing at a very high level, and not to say that that's not possible for everybody, because it is. It's just a matter of putting your mind to it and set your goals for that. Fix it in the mix is a bullshit way to go about anything.